All right. So we are given the n plus 1th term in a sequence. The formula for that is if you want to find the n plus 1th term, you have to take the previous term, which is the nth term. It's written as a sub n, that's multiplied by 1 over 4. And the values n can take here is it can be 1 or greater than 1. And we are also given the first term here, which is 8. When you say a1, that is the first term. Okay, so the question is we have to identify whether the first 5 numbers in the sequence will they form the geometric series, geometric sequence or the arithmetic sequence. So let's go ahead and first find the first 5 numbers. So let's start with a1. Now a1 is already given to us. This is 8. Now what is a2? So remember a2 actually means it is a sub 1 plus 1. N takes the value 1. So you can actually start with the formula for the second term here. So this will be 1/4 multiplied by a1 because the previous term to the second term is the first term. Okay. So now let's substitute here. So this will be 1/4 multiplied by 8. So this is the same as 8 divided by 4, which is equal to 2. Now let's find the third term. So the third term is, now you have to take the previous term to the third term, which is the second term, plus 1. So now you have the formula 1/4 multiplied by a sub 2. So this is 1/4 multiplied by, remember the second term we just calculated that to be a 2. So this is 2 over 4, and let's reduce it to its lowest form. This will be 1/2. Next, go to the fourth term. By now I'm sure you're pretty sure what I have to do here. Let's just write that out here. So this will be 1/4 multiplied by the third term, which is 1/4 times 1/2. So now you multiply the numerators. 1 times 1 is 1. 4 times 2. Multiply the denominators. That gives you 8. So 1/8 is the fourth term. Let's find our fifth term. So this will be 1/4 multiplied by the previous term to the fifth term. That's the fourth term. So now this is 1 over 4 multiplied by 1 over 8. Again, we are multiplying two fractions. Multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators. And of course, this is in its reduced form. So now that we have all our 5 terms, let me write this out. So if I'm writing this in a sequence, this is how we write this out. Let me make a little room here. Okay. So I would say we have the first term, which is 2. Before you write the next term, put a comma there. Now this is, oh, I'm sorry. The first term is 8. Second term is 2. The third term is 1/2. The fourth term is 1/8. And then fifth term is 1 over 32. Okay. Now look at the first term and the second term. It looks like 8 take away 6 is 2, right? So there is a difference of 6. If you can find the same difference from 2 to the next term, then you can of course say that's a common difference of 6 and this is an arithmetic sequence. But from 2 to 1/2, the third term, we don't have a difference of 6. 2 take away half will be 1.5. So it's definitely not the arithmetic sequence. Now, what do you remember about the geometric sequence? So in a geometric sequence, if you take the current term and divide by the previous term, so I'm not going to start with 1 because if I start, I'm not going to start with 8 because if I take 8 as the current term, I don't have a previous term. So my current term is 2 divided by the previous term, which is 8. And this is actually 1 over 4. Now let me do the same thing. I take the third term and I divide by the previous term. 1/2 divided by 2. So this is the same as 1/2 multiplied by the reciprocal of 2, which is 1 over 2. This is 1/4. So you can see here we have the same 1/4 showing up, and this 1/4 is actually known as the common ratio. So since we have a common ratio here, this is a geometric sequence. So let me write that here. So this is a geometric sequence. So part of your answer is to name the sequence. So we have a geometric sequence, and the other part is to list the first 5 numbers in the sequence. So let me circle that part. That's also part of your answer. I hope this helps.